More African voices are calling for reform at the United Nations. Several top officials spoke Monday before the General Assembly. Here's some of what they had to say.
Namibia, like many other developing countries, is an insignificant contributor to the emissions of greenhouse gases. Yet, our country is one of the most vulnerable to the effect of climate change. I therefore call upon major emitters to not only make drastic reduction in their greenhouse gas emissions, but also to avail technology and financial resources to support the efforts of developing countries to adapt to the adverse effect of climate change. There is an urgent need to reform the Security Council to make it more representative, democratic, and accountable. Is it not an anomaly and unjust that Africa remains the only region without permanent representation on the Security Council?
Reform and change have been long overdue. Despite the fervent calls for reform by the international community, the few who control the outdated world order are unfortunately not attuned to the notion of change. They have instead regarded the crisis and suffering as ordinary historical imperatives. The special interest groups have rendered the Africans paralyzed. Hence, instead of resolving our own problems, we find ourselves amid poverty, hunger, and disease, rather than actively striving to achieve development and growth.